Guyana! This is beautiful Guyana.
Beautiful Guyana.
If you are looking at Guyana on the ground, then you're likely to lose the plurality of the landscapes, the diversity of the landscape, because it's when you leave the coast and get into the hinterland, when you cross the mighty Essequibo, or you're in the headwaters of the Berbice or the Essequibo, that you really see the magnitude of this country, the beauty of this country, the spectacular nature of our landscapes. And they're so diverse. Every region has its own peculiarity. You're in Region 1, and it's very different from the Route 1. You're in the New River Triangle, and it's completely different from the coast.
I think Guyana, a lot of people kind of see it as this forested place, but there's a lot of variety in landscapes and ecosystems. When people say, you know, what is Guyana, the first thing that comes to mind are rolling hills of savannas and, you know, herds of cows and waterfalls and rivers and black water. But these are physical representations of what it means to be a Guyanese. Any Guyanese anywhere in the world sees Kaieteur Falls and it speaks to who they are as a Guyanese.
Where else in the world can you see sights like that? When I was a small boy growing up, we used to ride horses up into the mountains. At night, we would camp out under the stars. There were no lights, no city lights at all, and when you looked up at the sky, you could see millions of stars. In Georgetown, you don't see that. In cities, you don't see that. It's only when you get in a place like the Rupununi where you can see stars again.
You can still experience that feeling of you being the first person there, you being the only person there, and just almost being able to listen to the wind, not hear any cars or music or anything. Listen to the sound of the spaces and experience it in a way that not much other countries or not much other areas allow you to.
Well, let me say now what my name is. My name is Francis Thomas Kenyon. I'm Guyanese, and I'm proud to be a patriotic Guyanese too. When I can speak to another Guyanese, he understands me. And even though my words might not be saying the thing, but he knows what I'm talking about. That's what I feel as a Guyanese, you know, the national, the headspace that we can communicate. The Guyanese headspace then is made up of so many different different things. You know, there's Rupununi type. There's like a Berbice, or like, for instance, where my father and mother up in the Berbice River. You know, everybody it's all different components that come together to make this idea of a Guyanese nation. No? 90% of the population live on the coast. That's probably true, yes. And we who live in the interiors, our background is not the coast. Our background is not Georgetown on that thing. You know, that's a different culture to me, in a sense. But yet I'm still part of Guyana, and I'm proud of the fact that my initial consciousness about Guyana is located in Rupununi, you know. And our style of living is open range, cattle, horse, cowboy style in them, you know. As against a man who's born and grown in Georgetown, and you know, he's got a different way of looking at things, different prism, you gotta call it. Somebody asked me why I came here, and I said I came for the scenery, really. That's what I came for. When we came, there was nothing here. Everything we put together, and every plant or tree that you see, we planted it. This area used to be the paddock of, like, it's a huge paddock, really. It's a huge fencing here that you'd bring stairs off of the range and put them here, and from here we'd ship them into Latem. You know, take them a couple hundred at a time, and work them out, and then come back for more, etc. You know, I like cattle. I like working cattle. You know, it's exciting to me, and I just have a real affinity to livestock, more or less. So that's why I like it here. I like the jungle too, but the savannas are really good. You know, you rope a wild horse, you bring him up to the post, you throw your saddle on him, and you jump on him, and I think by the afternoon he's fairly tamed. You know, next ride, by the third ride, he's good enough to go for cattle work.
Being a Guyanese fills me with awe, but also with responsibility, that we have a responsibility to future generations, to educate, inform, share, exchange views, identify with problems, identify with challenges, but also try to find solutions which are creative and which will ensure that the natural capital we have is in the bank. It's not degraded. Whether it's to invest in tourism or in agricultural enterprises or in mining or in whatever sector, manufacturing, renewable energy, the sky is the limit. And I mean, we really should have a highly motivated cadre of young people who are excited about all the prospects that Guyana presents. We're celebrating our 50th anniversary. We need to go and look at the lessons we've learned, the paths that we have tread, the lessons we've gotten from our ancestors that we ourselves experienced. And how do we sit around the table, the common table, in this plural society, with respect for each other, with respect for the natural capital that we inherited? And how do we chart a way forward that will excite the imagination of current and future generations to see their place in Guyana, the role that they can play, the transformational way in which they can impact on the development of this country, so that future generations will not feel that we have wasted our time.